Today, I am here to talk to you about Chapter 13, which is all about delivering your speech. So the section I had was 13.6, and this section talks all about enhancing the final delivery of your speech. First, I would like everyone to imagine the day of your speech arrives for Dr. Ganser's communication class. Imagine that you are ready and well prepared, that you have used information about your audience as an anchor, you have developed a speech on an interesting topic with a fine-tuned purpose, your central idea is clearly identified, you have gathered interesting and relevant material and organized it very well. Also, your speech has an appropriate introduction, logically arranged body, and a clear conclusion that nicely summarizes your key theme. You have rehearsed your speech several times. It is not memorized, but you are comfortable with the way in which you express major ideas. Your last task is calmly and confidently communicate with your audience. You are finally ready to deliver your speech. But before you can physically present your speech, there are a few suggestions to help you prepare for a successful performance. So the first step is to get plenty of sleep before your speech. Last minute, late night final preparations can take away the edge of your performance. So for example, you shouldn't stay up all night till 11 or 12 trying to prepare for your speech in the morning. You should get at least 8 hours of sleep. You should practice earlier in the day and then just sleep and just focus on having a good speech in the morning. Also, many professionals say that a heavy meal or too much caffeine has a negative effect on performance. So you shouldn't be eating any midnight snacks, like nervously eating. You should eat dinner and then just call it a day and then just eat breakfast in the morning before your speech. Secondly, you should review the suggestions in Chapter 2 for becoming a confident speaker. It is very normal and very common to be nervous, especially right before your speech. For example, myself, I was very nervous for my introduction speech, but I practiced multiple times in the mirror and I had confidence and I resulted in getting an A. I gave myself a mental pep talk before I got to the front, and I even volunteered to go on the first day, things that I thought I would never do. So this goes to show if you have developed a well-organized, audience-centered message on a topic of genuine interest to you, you've done all the right things to make your speech you want to arrive success. early for your speaking engagement. If the room is in an unfamiliar location, give yourself plenty of time to find it. You don't want to run into somebody else's speech while they're in the middle of speaking, and then you also don't want to come in late, rushing, out of breath, or sweating because you could simply not find a location. So you should budget your time so you do not spend your moments before you speak hurriedly looking for a parking place or frantically trying to attend last minute details. Fourth, you want to prepare the room and equipment. You may want to rearrange the furniture or make other changes in the speaking environment. If you are using the audio-visual equipment, check to see that it is working properly and set up your support material carefully. Prepare a PowerPoint slide or two to make sure the image is clear. Before doing any of this, you should make sure with your professor that it is okay. And if you have a PowerPoint slide, you should tell your professor in advance so they can set up the computer for you. Lastly, you want to visualize success. Picture yourself delivering your speech in an effective way. Also, remind yourself of the effort you have spent preparing for your speech. A final mental rehearsal can boost your confidence and help ensure success. As I stated earlier in the video, I did a mental pep talk for myself before I got to the front of the classroom, and this really boosted my confidence. It made me feel like I was going to get an A, and I ended up getting an A. So try this. You don't want to like those people who are scared to give speeches in the previous pictures. You want to have confidence. Even though we have identified many time-tested methods for enhancing your speech delivery, keep in mind that speech delivery is an art rather than a science. The manner of your delivery should reflect your personality and individual style.